So my aim is to create uh, an orthographic views or orthographic views uh, by looking or from this isometric view. So here they provide you with an isometric view. So based on this, you need to create the orthographic views. They didn't mention whether to draw the top view. They didn't mention they specifically didn't mention anything. So what I do is I will create the front view and the top view for this model. So I assume that uh, so I will look it from this direction. So I will assume this as the front view, and this will be the top view. So when you look it from the front, no, see you can see this total length of the object as 60, and also you can observe this height, which is equal to 30. So in the top view, you can observe the length as well as the width, no, width is equal to 50. So I'll consider this orientation. I will view in this direction to get the front view, and view in this direction to get the top view. So let's draw the views. So I'm using the 2D template that we created. So initially, I will draw the front view. See, you have a cut set. You actually they remove some material here of dimensions equal to 10 by 10. So when you look it from the front, the view should be like the surface will be like a rectangle, and this surface will be a rectangle. So I'll draw lines. I'll use line option. So let's start with the XY line. So I'll draw randomly. So assume that the solid is resting on HP on its base. Now I'm going to create a view, the front view. So I'll start from a point near, randomly. So switch on the ortho mode. So I can view the total length now in the front view. So the length should be 60. Enter. I can view the height, which is equal to 30. Then move once again 60 along this direction, and 30 along the vertical direction. Now I want to I need to show this cut section now. See, it should be 10 mm away from this. So let's draw a line, or you can use offset entities. So I'll go for offset option, which is very easy. So you need to specify the offset distance, which is equal to 10. Let's select this line. And to show the direction. So this will give the this is the front view. So you have this hole, no? So which is hidden. I need to show that, but at present I don't want to show it. I will create the top view first, then I will project the hole from the top view onto the front view. So at the moment, I will leave it like this, and let's start drawing the top view. So draw a line randomly. See, in the top view, you can view the length as well as the width now. So I will draw the boundary first. So the length should be 60. Enter. So see that polar snapping is switched on. So I will switch this on. Okay, let's use ortho at the moment. So I'll start drawing here. So the length should be 60. Enter. Then you need to show the width now, which is equal to 50. So draw the rectangle initially. So I'll close the loop. Now see the hole is at the middle, no? So they specified the distance, no? Which is 25 by 25. So let's find the center of the hole. So you can use offset command. So I'll use offset. So the value should be 25. Enter. I'm selecting this line. Show the orientation. Similarly, let's select this line and move in this direction. So to show the whole, no, I need to convert these entities into center lines, which I'm going to do it later. So first draw the views, then I'm going to select the individual components and convert the properties of the lines by applying layers. So I know the point this point of intersection should be the center of the circle. So you can clearly observe now the diameter of the circle is 30. So see, from the top view only you can observe the true shape of the circle. So that's why I'm drawing the true shape of the circle on the top view. So use circle command. So I'll pick this as the okay as the center of the circle. So radius should be 15. Enter. So I'm done with the circle. Now I will see. I need to cut this section now. So if you clearly observe, the distance is 10. So I will just draw a line. Uh, so I'll draw a construction line. I'll extend this. So randomly I'm drawing it. Press escape. Now I will use offset command. So here I need to draw one more line now. So instead of drawing a line, I will use offset. So specify the distance as 10. Select this line as the entity. Move in this direction. Press escape. Now I need to trim the entities now. So let's use trim option. See, I need to remove this area now. Okay. So these are also unwanted entities. So I'm trimming them. So you can actually leave this line. You can change this into a construction line. So I leave it like that. So I'm done with the top view. Now I will apply layers to this. So before that, I need to show. I need to draw. I need to show the this hole, no, using hidden lines, because in the front view I can't view the hole. So for that, I will draw construction lines. See that they intersect with. So just draw the projection lines. Escape. So I'm going to trim these entities. So don't produce a continuous line, because I need to convert these entities into hidden lines now. So these construction lines will also be considered as hidden lines. So that's why I'm only producing up to here. So later I will draw lines from the point of intersection separately. So let me trim these entities. Press escape. So these two entities should be thin lines. Sorry, dotted lines. Okay, they should be represented by hidden lines, no. So now I'm done with the front view and the top view of this particular solid. So let's add layers to this. So I'm selecting these components which should be visible now. See, I need to draw one more line, and I need to convert that into object. So this edge should be visible completely. Is also visible, followed by these So all these lines should be dark. I didn't draw a line here. I will do it later. So convert this to object. So you can view the whether you're applying line weight to those entities or not. So this looks good. Press escape. So I need to draw one more line. So I will draw a line and convert this into object. So I'm done with the final front view and the top view. So before that, let me change this to center line. Press escape. So if you want, you can also show, you can extend this line. So I'm drawing a line. So I will just extend this line from here. So initially draw an end projector from here. Trim this entity. Escape. Now I'm going to draw a center a line once again from here. If you want, you can extend this. Press escape. So convert this into a center line. Okay. Press escape. So I'll select these lines and convert them into construction lines, construction geometry. So let's select this option, construction. Press escape. So I need to select this and add a. I need to convert them into dashed lines. No, these should be hidden lines. No, let's select these two entities. So I didn't create a layer for hidden lines, but we already picked that. No, so what I'm going to do is I'll just use this option and I will change it to hidden lines. Press escape. So I'm done with the front view and the top view. So if you want, you can also draw the side view. So I'll show how to create a side view. So initially, let's move these views. I'm selecting all the entities. Use move option. So randomly select a point and just move the views so that I can accommodate the side view. Okay. So I'll stretch this line. Press escape. So if you want to add thickness to these hidden edges, you can select those two hidden edges and here change the line weight to 0.4. Press escape. So let's create a new XY line. So I'm drawing a line. Press escape. So to have the side view, I need to draw a 45-degree line. So I need to transfer this in front of distances onto the side view. So I'm using a 45-degree line. So it should be from this point of intersection of these two axes. So switch off the ortho. Okay. So observe the angle carefully. So I'm not bothered about the length. So just press tab and add a dimension of 135. So it's based on the angle. So observe the window carefully and add a value there. So once you are done drawing this line, just check whether you created it perfectly or not. So better to check the dimension. So I'm opting for C. It's clearly showing 45 now. So I'm satisfied with this. Press undo. Just I cross checked it whether I did perfectly or not. Now let me transform from these in front of distances onto the side view. So I'll use lines. So I'll draw, switch on the auto mode once again. See that you cross this, press escape. Similarly, draw one more line, enter from here. Okay, now I want to transform from the top view to the side view. So I'm drawing projection lines. See that you draw vertical and horizontal lines. Enter. Similarly, press enter. I need to start it from here. Press escape. So if you want, you can trim these entities, unwanted entities. No. So I'm extending these entities so that I can pick the point of intersection. Okay. So better to extend it. Otherwise, you commit mistakes. Okay. You can't pick a point nearer to this line uh, and keep 90 properly. So that's why I just extended this entity initially. Later I did trim them. Okay. Now I need to project it from the front view. No, let's draw a line. So project it onto the side view. Press escape. So this should be the boundary of the side view. So let's trim these entities. Okay. So I need to show the this cut section now. So let's project the lines onto the side view. So I'm projecting this initially onto the 45-degree line. Transform it onto the side view. Press escape. Okay. Now use trim option. So this should be the edge, no? Okay. So uh, so let's trim this entity. Press escape. So this should be a visible edge because you are looking from this direction. So this face and this face is visible. So all these edges are visible, true edges. So I will leave it like this at the moment. Press escape. So I'll change these entities to just press undo. I don't want to trim it. Only I want to trim it up to this section. I will draw new lines to show the true edges. Okay. At present, these are the construction lines. No, I will leave it like that. Create new lines. So just I'll join these two ends. Escape. Enter. I'll draw one more line. Escape. Okay. So I will convert these entities to see. I will draw one more line between these two endpoints. Okay. So I will convert these entities to object. So let's create new lines. Press escape. Better to create the whole boundary. Okay, using line option so that you can convert these entities into object. So let's add a layer to this. these lines should be visible, no? So that's why I convert them into object. Press escape. So I need to add this line. Okay, I forgot to show the hole, no? So you can project it onto the side view first. Later you can change those lines to hidden lines. Okay, so I'll just project them onto the side view initially. See, these two edges are actually merging, no? So I can so so they are in line. So there is no need to draw one more line, and this hidden edge, no, will be under this edge, so there is no need to show it. So I'll project a new line from this point of intersection, so up to here. Press escape. I'll trim this entity. Draw a new line starting from here. Press escape. Trim this entity. So now I need to convert this into a hidden line. So better to create a layer that represents a hidden line option. So I'll add thickness to the line. Okay. So I need to create a center line now. So I'll draw one more line passing through the midpoint, or you can project it from here. Press escape. Draw one more line from here, this point of intersection. Now let me create a line passing starting from here. You can extend it. Let's add changes this to a center line. So I'm done with the views. I forgot to add the dimensions. So if you are confused with the construction lines, you can also add color to objects, center lines, and hidden lines. Okay, according to your convenience, you can change or can add color to the lines. Okay, at present, since this object is very simple, I'm not adding color. So I'm done with the views. So here, what I represent is the right side view. So this is the front view, and this is the top view. So let's add dimensions. Okay, so I'll change the layer to see. I didn't add a particular layer for the dimensioning, so I'll use construction. Sorry, so I need to change this to center line now. So I need to press escape. Okay, so let's add dimensions. So select the entities. So let's add the dimension there. So show all the dimensions. It is see, you select the object so that you can clearly add the dimensions. You can show the dimensions using all the views. According to your convenience. I need to show the center distance, no? So I will add, I will show the distance between these two edges. Similarly, I will show the distance between these two edges. Okay. Let's add a dimension between these two lines. So it's okay. I'll select this dimension and I'll move. Okay. So this is how you create different views. So I'm done with the projections. So let's move to the layout. So in the layout, you may not observe the line thickness, not line width. So don't worry about it. So align the model space perfectly. See that the scale is 1:1. So here I change the scale. So let's move to 1:1. So always put the scale as 1:1. Okay. So I'm satisfied with this the layout. If you want, you can trim these unwanted lines. So at present, just leave it like that. Or otherwise, you can trim them. So use trim option. Press escape. Okay. Then move back to layout and convert the drawing uh, to a PDF format. So just right click on the layout, use plot, convert drawing into a PDF, click OK. Then save it. See now, if you closely observe the drawing now, see you can differentiate uh, the original figure from the construction lines now. So this looks good. So I'm done with the views. So this is how you can convert so based on the isometric view now, you can actually create the front view, top view, and the side view.